And now to our cover story tonight and the red-hot Tampa Bay Rays. This weekend's series against the Yankees will be played in front of the largest number of regular season fans in years. And it comes as the Rays feel the pressure of time ticking away as they close in on the need to give a definite answer about where they'll play their future games. ABC Action News reporter Mary O'Connell joins us live from Tropicana Field tonight. And Mary, there is a plan for a new stadium, but they only have a few more years at the Trop, so time isn't necessarily on the team's side at this point.
Jamison, the team's lease is set to expire in 2027, and now fan attendance has always been a concern for this team. But even for this 3-game series, the team is opening the upper deck to seat more people. Though the big question here really stands that where will fans be to cheer on the Rays in the future? Take just a few steps from Tropicana Field and you'll bump right into Ferg's. The business has been serving up customers for 31 years.
It's been great throughout the years, but this year is really special.
Mark Ferguson is the owner, and when the Rays do well, he tells me it's a big boost to the economy for downtown.
It means a lot to everybody because now we hired more people, we got more servers, more bartenders, more service help.
As questions surround the Rays' future, Ferguson thinks for sure St. Pete is the best city for the team.
We have the space, we have the infrastructure, we own the land, and people are moving here left and right.
Back in January, Mayor Ken Welch announced Hines and Tampa Bay Rays as his pick for the master developer of the historic gas plant redevelopment project.
It's really exciting to be able to combine such an incredible start with something that is going to be an incredible project.
I spoke to Michael Harrison, the senior managing director at Hines. He elaborated on the opportunity for the Rays to continue their legacy with the new development.
In the ballpark that we're going to be developing, or the Rays are going to be developing, and the project around the ballpark that Hines and the Rays are going to do together, we have an opportunity to really focus on placemaking and turn this into a destination for 365 days a year rather than 90 or 100 baseball games a year.
A St. Pete spokesperson tells me their city staff members are in the process of conducting active negotiations with Hines and Tampa Bay Rays. I'm told they're hopeful to stick to the previously released timeline, which would deliver a term sheet to St. Pete City Council for review this summer. That sheet would give city leaders the chance to get feedback and input from residents. Still, businesses and fans think the future is bright here at home, and they're pretty confident the team will come to that conclusion too.
We deserve to keep the Rays here, and that's what we're going to do.
Now, I reached out to the Rays and they said that they're not going to be commenting on any ballpark discussions at this time. Still, the game tonight against the Yankees will happen in about an hour at 6:40. Live in St. Pete, Mary O'Connell, ABC Action News.
Mary, thank you. We wanted to take this story a little more in depth tonight, so let's break down the timeline here. The Rays have been playing at the Trop since 1998. In 2008, they announced they wanted to build a new stadium, but they ended up backing out. 2 years later, the Rays announced they wanted to consider playing somewhere else in the Bay Area, but nothing ever came to fruition. Then in 2016, St. Pete leaders finally gave the Rays permission to explore new locations outside of the city. The city gave the team 3 years to make that decision. Fast forward to 2018, the Rays selected a site in Ybor City for a new ballpark. They even released renderings of the stadium, but no plan to pay for it. And they ended up not making St. Pete's deadlines. And that's when the team announced major renovations at the Trop. They closed the upper deck. Then we can't forget about the team's proposal to split the season between St. Pete and Montreal, which was struck down by Major League Baseball last year. And that brings us to now, where the team and the city of St. Pete are working on the future of Tropicana Field, which does include plans for a new stadium and the 86 acres around the Trop. A full agreement between the city and the developer should be complete by next summer. All right, let's go ahead and make a first check of your weather.